Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Freihofer, and I played Dan Wachsberger on season 5 of Breaking Bad. And it was an honor to be a part of that show, and it's an honor to be a part of this blog and asked to be interviewed. When you're sitting in a soundstage in Albuquerque, New Mexico, you really don't realize that people around the world are going to see it and be fans of the project. And so thanks a lot for asking me to be a part of this. I was emailed some questions, and so I'll go ahead and field those right now.
How did the opportunity to play your character come about for you?
I have a talent agent, and my talent agent submitted me to the project, and I auditioned for it on video, kind of like I'm doing right now, and we emailed the video. I really didn't think much about it, but 5 days later I was on an airplane and part of episode 3 of season 5, and then weeks went by, didn't really hear anything. I did my episode, and then suddenly I was asked to be in another episode, and so they brought my character back. So that was really, really fun. When I did the when I did the 3rd episode, I really thought that was it. That was all I was supposed to do, and that's what the creators told me, that's what I was supposed to do, and so it was just a huge honor to come back to the show.
Had you watched Breaking Bad before joining the show?
Okay, I have to confess, I had not watched Breaking Bad before being part of the show, but it was only because I heard about how fantastic it was, and you have to start it from the beginning, and it was just one of those shows that I have to sit down and make it a point to start watching from the beginning, and I just never did. But I'd always heard it was fantastic. I still have not seen The Sopranos. I only recently just started watching Mad Men, just like last month. So there's a lot of shows like that I hear you're supposed to see that I just hadn't had time to see. So no, unfortunately, I had not watched the show before. But I did get to see the pilot before I went out to do the first episode I did, and then got hooked on the show and became a fan of it myself and realized how good of a show it really was. And so when I got to go back and do episodes, I think 7 and 8 of season 5, I'd already gotten up to season 3, I think, by the time I saw those. So I became a fan very quickly.
What was it like working with Jonathan Banks?
What was it like working with Jonathan Banks? He is a character. It was cool. I knew who he was because I've seen Beverly Hills Cop so many times, and plus he's been in a ton of other things I've seen, but just Yippee-ki-yeesh from Beverly Hills Cop. He's great. He's a trip. He's a really cool guy, very much like his character, but he's got a great sense of humor. And he was a very warm, giving actor. We spent some time chatting in between takes, and a really cool guy,
What was your favorite scene to shoot in season 5?
Oh my gosh, my favorite scene to shoot in season 5. I hate to say all of it, but the crew and cast, everybody it was such a delight. So I'm not going to say all of it because that's not a good answer. I love the cake pop scene. Those cake pops were so cool. The montage in the bank of doling out the money was so much fun, and we had gear strapped to my arms, and the really cool camera tricks and things. So it might have been the montage, but the cake pop scene was a lot of fun because the props were cool.
Is there any?
But I love the scene in the hallway too at the jail because Banks was so cool. Jonathan Banks was so cool in that scene. Hard to say. It was all just a pleasure and a delight.
Is there any chance you'll be back on the final episodes of the show?
Is there any chance I'll be back on the final episodes of the show? You're just going to have to watch and see.
All right. What was it like working with Vince Gilligan?
I met Vince Gilligan at a party. They had a party to show the first episode of season 5 as we were wrapping season 5. So since I was in the final episode of season 5, we had a party, and I met Vince at the thing. I had not met him prior to that. Oh my gosh, warm, nice, delightful, caring, just complimentary, very complimentary, just really cool. It was such, I can't stress enough the pleasure I had working with it. They just, you immediately feel like family. Everybody is so nice and complimentary and warm. From Bryan, I didn't work with Bryan Cranston, but met him and talked to him, and so warm. Aaron Paul, so warm. Everybody was just such nice. It was such a nice experience. I'm not articulating it very well right now, but it was such a nice experience. So and that has to start from the top, and so it has to be a world that was created by Vince, and so it, everything is a reflection of him, obviously. So I didn't get to work with him, but I did meet him, and he was really cool.
What do you think lies ahead for you?
What lies ahead for me, I don't know. I am in a movie coming up later this fall called Parkland. It's about the day John F. Kennedy was assassinated, and I play a guy named Phil Chamberlain with Paul Giamatti and Billy Bob Thornton, Marcia Gay Harden, who else? Zac Efron, several other people in it. And I did a movie called Higher Mission, and I'm in a movie called Secrets of a Psychopath, directed by Burt I. Gordon, 94 years old, I think he was. We just shot that in Austin recently. Outside of that, I don't know. I just keep auditioning, and we'll see what comes up next, right? So that's all the questions. Thank you so much for being fans around the world. Here we are in Dallas, Texas, and we're talking to you in Greece. Thank you so much for being a part of it and for asking me to be a part of it. What an honor.